Hi everyone, it's A1 Doug. This is my very first YouTube video, so I'm excited for the journey that I'm going to be making for myself. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the time that I went to 6th grade camp, and also how I embarrassed myself in front of my crush in 6th grade camp, and also in class. So I was in 6th grade, obviously, and I believe we went to camp like in the middle of March. So like different teams went on different days. Don't know why. I guess because it was like too many kids in my grade. So we went in March and we went for 3 days. And right off the bat, camp was like awful for me because I was on my cycle and I didn't have any access to any female products, and I was embarrassed to ask anybody in my cabin. So you already know, like, that's nasty. Like, yeah, that's gross. But I was in 6th grade, so keep in mind of that. I was in 6th grade, so I didn't know what I was doing. On the bus, I hang out all the way in the back, thinking, with the cool kids, thinking I was cool. I was sure popping. I really wasn't though. Who was in 6th grade? Like, I was fat. I still am, but we learn from our mistakes. Okay. All right. Okay. As soon as everybody got off the bus, it was this one helping with the camp the campers, which was us. So he was a student, but helping. You get my point, okay? So right off the bat, everybody was like, "Oh my God, he is so cute. Who is he?" We found out his name was Mr. Pat, and he was just fine. I mean, like, oh my God. Everybody was like, he is a cutie. Okay, he is a cutie. All right, so at nighttime, like every night, let me tell you guys, they food was bomb. I mean, like, I sound like a man. I'm sick, by the way, so don't mind. It was so good for like camp food, cause like some camp food isn't really the best. But it was actually really good. I was surprised. And every night we would go around the campfire and sing a little campfire song. Come around the campfire and sing the campfire song. Sing a Yippee-F-R-E-S-O-N-G song. Thank you very, very much. So basically the cabin was filled with four campers and 2 counselors. That's what they're called, counselors. So we represented Mexico. Why did we represent Mexico? Don't know why. Why did people represent Canada? Don't know why. It was just, but we did. I'm actually cut that out because that seemed a little weird. So we represented Mexico. And on the second day, I believe we made up a theme song for our cabin. And what we did was we did our little flips, we did our little cheery stuff. And we actually came in 3rd place. Believe it or not, we came in 3rd place. So yeah, that was good. That's what's up. All right. So the whole overall camp experience was actually really fun. I'm gonna tell you, I had the worst karma at camp because every time I try to do something, I always end up falling. So when I climbed up like the wall, I was climbing down, and guess what? I fell. Yeah. I was fat, so I was too much for him to handle. So when he was pulling me down, and like, I guess it slipped his fingers, and I like fell to the floor. Yeah. And then, we were climbing up, not a rope, but it was like this little, it was a net, and we climbed up it, and then we had to flip over it. I flipped over it, I fell. We did the zip line. Got off the zip line, I fell. Not like from like the but I was climbing down the ladder. I tripped and I fell. I slipped and I fell. So the whole thing was just bad. And then again in 2nd grade, I broke a mirror, so I had 7 years of bad luck. The 7 years are over, I believe, next month. So, oh, happy Thanksgiving to everybody who is watching. I just realized that it's Thursday and you know it's the 23rd, so happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrate it. I know I'm finna grill today. Ooh. Okay, now to my crush. Alright, so in 6th grade I really didn't have a crush at the beginning, and then my friends kept asking me, who's your crush, who do you like, da 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 da, and I just made up a name. I didn't make my name. I just picked a student in my classroom, which is weird. Yeah, it's weird. So I picked somebody in my classroom, and later on, around the time, I liked him. I started to catch feelings for him. Catch feelings. Alright. I started to catch feelings for him, and later on, this guy came up to me. He was like, hey, I know who you like. I'm like, what? He said, I know who you like. I said, who is it? He said his name. You know, I'm gonna name my crush Lil Bill. His name gonna be Lil Bill. That's his name. His name gonna be Lil Bill. You know, yeah, you know who I'm talking about. If you know me, if you're watching this and you go to my school, you know why I call him Lil Bill. So yeah, and then it was around May when we took the, I believe it's called the OAAs, because like in middle school it was called the PARCC test for like the state test. So it was called the OAAs, and I specifically remember this because it was my friend's birthday and she brought cupcakes in. It was May 6th, yep, because that's her birthday. It was May 6th, I remember that. Yeah, that was a date. So that day, we changed our seats because I don't know why. And everybody had their seats chosen, and me and Lil Bill didn't have, you know, somebody to sit next to. So I don't know if my teacher knew that I liked him or what happened, but what a coincidence that I had a crush on him and we sat next to each other. But let me tell you, like, it's a coincidence. Like, the whole entire thing is a coincidence. So we sat next to each other, and then everybody was like, him too. Yeah. So, I said so a lot. So, yeah, we sat next to each other. He stuck his middle finger at the people. Oh my god, what the heck is around me? He stuck his middle finger up at the, oh my, what the, can I not say this? Like, oh my god. He stuck his middle finger up at our classmates who was chanting Antonasia and Lil Bill. And that's what my friend told me, you know, because I asked, like, well, since first and freshman, everybody was chanting that, yeah. And like a couple months later, for science class, we did a project on like objects in motion, stay in motion, you know, kinetic energy and potential energy. And what a coincidence, we were partners. What a coincidence. And then I remember, okay, so I had a pink North Face on. I washed it that week, but it was still wet, so it had that mildew smell. I didn't know that until my sister washed my hair like that week, and she was like, you smell like mildew. And you know, it was my North Face, so it smelled like mildew. And I wore that North Face to school, and so that whole entire day I smell like Doritos. But I'm thinking like he has sweats on, so I'm like, you know, maybe, you know, his booty juice smell like Doritos. I don't know. Like he was sweating. I don't know. So I smell like Doritos, like Fritos, you know, like it smell like feet and onions and you know. So I smelled that the whole time I was sitting next to him. Let him know it was me the whole time who was smelling like Fritos. And that was embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then at camp, let me tell you like how I embarrassed myself in front of him at camp. So at camp, I'm gonna say again, I was fat, so I couldn't fit in most of my clothes. So I had on these low cut capri pants. They were red. I remember this day. Oh my god, they were red, and I didn't have a belt, so, and they were tight, so my booty crack was showing. Like, if I didn't pull them up, my booty crack would show. So I was climbing the little rope ladder. It was like slanted, so it was like going up like this way. So as I was climbing up, they was holding the rope and stuff like that. I was climbing up, my pants not necessarily fell down, but my booty crack was showing, and oh my god, it was in his face. So when I climbed up, I remember it was my right leg. I lift my right leg up, my pants, no, it was my button on my pants, it like popped off, and so my pants, it like, my booty crack was basically showing, and it was in his face, and that was embarrassing. And basically every time I fell, he was there. So literally every time I fell, that the whole thing I was talking about earlier, I fell, he was there to witness it. So yeah. Oh, and the last day of school, I remember this very, very clearly because it was important to me. Not really important, but like it determined. So I'm gonna add a picture of what I look like 6th grade camp. I mean 6th grade graduation. So basically, I went in there to grab something, and he was in there with his friend. And as I was walking out, no, before I grabbed my shirt, I asked my friend to go in there and tell Lil Bill that I liked him, like in past tense, like I don't like him anymore because I didn't want him thinking that I still liked him after the summer, you know. Okay, so as I was walking out, I looked back at him. He looked at me, and you know, like that little glance that you give somebody, like, okay, this is the last time I'm giving you the last chance for you to tell me how you feel and what's your poppin'. And so he didn't say nothing, so I walked out the door, and I was like, you know what, you know, life goes on. So to everybody who's out there who likes somebody and they don't like you back, don't cry for them. Don't, you know, don't even think about shedding a tear. Don't get revenge. Just forget about it because life goes on, and so, there's gonna be somebody out there for you who you're gonna marry, you're gonna have kids with, you're gonna die with. So just keep that in mind. Don't let no guy or girl determine who you are at the end of the day. So that's it for my story time. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, and comment down below, like, what other videos should I do? What other story times? Like, what other videos, period, should I do? Oh, and I'm trying to like do this like unique thing for my channel that I say an inspirational quote at the end of my videos. So today's inspirational quote of the day is, big things often have small beginnings. And basically what this quote means that if you dream big, you're gonna have to think small, because in order for you to succeed in life, you have to do small things. And you have to start small in order to have big things come to you. With that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy Thanksgiving once again. And bye, loves. This is a clickbait. I mean...